This is my review of Gremlins Secrets of the Mogwai, episodes 5 and 6. And with episodes 5 and 6, I think they are better than episodes 3 and 4. But there's just little things that the series is doing that just, as a mega, Dark Gremlins fan, is, really ticking me off. They introduced a main new character, which I cannot remember the name of, and basically it's that cliche of the crazy character introduction, an object acts like it's alive. It's just that character, which has been done 1,000 times. It can be done well, but it's not done well here. I just don't like the character. If he disappeared, I would not care in the slightest. And also, we get the full origin of the Gremlins. Basically, they were created by these two gods, just created everything, and they were created for the humans, if you can handle this, then you're actually a good species and not terrible. Of course, they failed, because we're terrible. And I actually don't mind that. It's honestly, not a bad explanation for why the Gremlins exist. And this was the first 2 episodes to ever reference Gremlins 1 and 2, which, it took you this long? First of all, there's reference to Gremlins 2, the new batch, when a villain guy turns on a sound alarm system on a boat, and the Gremlins make the noises instead of the actual alarm, which was just like the scene in Gremlins 2, where Kate pushes the alarm button on the elevator, and the Gremlins start to do the same thing. Next, all the Gremlins start putting on a record player, which again happens in the first Gremlins movie. And then the Gremlin gets acid on him and melts, which is a 1-1 recreation of Stripe's death from the first Gremlins, a nice little reference to Stripe. Now, last time I was complaining about how there wasn't a leader for the Gremlins. There was no Stripe or Mohawk. And episode 4 changed that. There actually is a leader of the Gremlins. And her name is Claw. Yes, I said her. We'll get into that in a minute. So they do have a leader, but it's not like Stripe or Mohawk. There's nothing actually on top. It's just a normal gremlin, just a lot fatter. He's a chunky gremlin. In the beginning of episode 4, Gremlin falls into a toilet, and the gremlins physically pop out of his bath, which you guys know. I complained this last time too, but I thought, okay, maybe it's just a flunk, just a little bit of the gremlin got wet. Maybe it's like that. We've never really seen that before. But no, in this episode, they make it very clear. A gremlin, a full-blown gremlin gets wet. They pop out with a mogwai, which is not how it works. They go directly out of the back. They don't pop out like Gizmo. So it's okay, just please, why can't you just stick to the consistency you've already done in the other Gremlin movies? And they rip off Gremlins 2 by having one of the Gremlins drink some potions and make them talk. It's just like the Brain Gremlin from Gremlins 2, the new batch. It's very little difference, honestly. It's just the exact same thing. Just that it's not the Brain Gremlin. And so I'm thinking, okay, they kind of take away from that character, they're special like that, but it's why do you have to, diss that character like that? He was, special, being the only Gremlin that could talk. Now, okay, it's not special. The other one's already done that. And this episode does get pretty creative. They go through, this dimension thing, which I forgot what it was called, but it was really, creative, visually, it was, looks really nice. And they go through the portal to do it, and the only one that can open it is Gizmo with, his singing voice. And there's, a random gremlin that has the same singing voice as Gizmo, and they're able to open the portal, the villains are able to, chase the characters through there. I thought that was actually kind of neat, how, okay, there's a gremlin that sounds like Gizmo, kind of. Probably will never come back into play, ever, but, it was, just something neat that you never really thought about, why do the gremlins that sound like Gizmo, something you think about. And for the final thing that just really shakes up just that gremlin fan side of me, they make it very clear that Claw is a female gremlin. She says it herself to the main villain of the series. He says Mr. and she corrects him by saying Miss. And I'm just saying, okay, so now we know that the gremlins aren't just all male, some are female too. Which just kind of diminishes the whole character of Greta in Gremlins 2. She's special because she's the only female gremlin, but now we know, oh, no, that's not even the case. Just, a bunch of them are female and male. And so, what is the point of her? There's no point in her existing then. She does nothing. Now, so far, I do think the series is good, but I think it's, they're having a problem with, following the canon of the first 2 Gremlins movies. Especially Gremlins 1. Gremlins 2, they're, kind of stealing stuff from, honestly, with, the Brain Gremlin, and just, taking away some of the specialty of, some of the mutating Gremlins. But yeah, I think, they're having, a big, problem with, sticking to what is canon and not canon. And my first review is more of a minor complaint, but now it's starting to get a thing to where, oh, no, this is going to be a pretty big complaint. And something that I'm actually sad to admit is that if they do make Gremlins 3, I wouldn't mind if they didn't keep Gremlins Secrets of the Mogwai as canon. It's changed and, just went against a lot of stuff, so I wouldn't mind if it wasn't canon, a future Gremlins project. But overall, I also think the series is good. Hopefully it just gets better instead of, it's kind of getting slowly worse. Hopefully it just keeps going better instead of down, which, we don't got that many more episodes to go. There's 10, we're at episode 6. So, who knows. But I guess for now, bye-bye, Sir Thacker.